This is my audience. Hello, my name is Caitlin Burkhalter. Everyone has a favorite place they like to go to, and my favorite place is Idaho. When I was about 10 years old, I got to go to Idaho for the first time because my grandmother moved there about 10 years ago. And my family and I got to go this past summer to visit my grandmother, and it was very enjoyable. My grandmother lives in a small town called Mackay, Idaho. It is a very, very small town. It has a gas station, a small bakery, and it has a grocery store that has maybe 5 aisles in it. So most people have to go about an hour away to the closest town called Idaho Falls to do most of their shopping. Idaho Falls has the grocery stores, the Walmart, the mall, and all the other stores. Between Idaho Falls and Mackay, Idaho, there are big mountains. There is, on both sides of the highway, it is nothing but a desert plain, and it is very dry as well. In Mackay, Idaho, my grandmother lives on a dirt road, and across the street from her house there is a large field where they harvest crops. And she also has mountains that surround her house, whether you look from the backyard or the sides of her houses or the front yard. There are mountains everywhere because Mackay, this town Mackay, is in the middle of the valley. So there are mountains everywhere. Behind her house there is a creek. The creek was formed from melted snow and ice that comes off of the mountains. So it is very, very cold. Elk and moose often like to roam the creek behind her house, so you get to see them very closely. Behind her house is another dirt road, and down that dirt road there are a bunch of fields and where farmers harvest a lot of crops. Since it is a very rural town, a lot of people ride horses or four-wheelers, so we got to explore the country part with four-wheelers. We went up in this one area behind her house. It was in the mountains, and it actually led into a state park area where everything was preserved and natural, and it was very beautiful up there. Another place we went to was up a butte, which a butte is like a regular mountain. It is a little bit smaller. It's more like a hill, but it is called a butte. So we went up one of those on the four-wheeler, and we got to overlook her whole town and the farming area behind her house, and also the creek. So it was very beautiful up there. Another place we went to, if you keep going down the dirt road, you can see a lot of farms with animals. So we rode down there and got to see a lot of horses that were roaming the roads, because out west, cattle are allowed to roam the roads freely. There is no law that states that you have to keep your animals fenced in. They can roam freely. So Idaho is a very beautiful state. It is very relaxing and peaceful, and everyone is nice. If you ever get the chance to go to Idaho, I definitely recommend visiting there because it's very beautiful. Thank you.